Welcome to Privet Palm Beach Presents, bringing you everything Palm Beach. Coming to you from our active storefront studio in the exciting new Nora District.
This episode of Privet Palm Beach Presents is brought to you by Caprock, a privately owned multifamily office serving Palm Beach and beyond. Caprock provides independent wealth advisory and investment services for families, foundations, and institutions. Learn more at caprock.com.
This week brings us the new girl in town, Maghan McDowell. Be sure to subscribe, follow, like, and share our multiple channels in the show notes.
Did you know that the Flagler Mansion has special archives that aren't on display? Over the years, its famous guests included the Rockefellers and Vanderbilts, Greta Garbo, and Walt Disney. And the mansion is holding on to their unseen ephemera. Hi, I'm Maghan, the new girl in town, and I'm shining a new light on old things. I recently got an inside look at the Flagler Museum with Chief Curator Campbell Mobley. As always, I had so many questions. Here's what I learned. As you probably know, the Flagler Mansion, or Whitehall, was at the center of Palm Beach's Gilded Age. It's famous Florida legend by now. Henry Flagler was a founding partner of Standard Oil and a railroad baron, and he's considered the informal father of Florida. He built the Palm Beach Palace as a wedding gift for his third wife, Mary Lily Keenan, in 1902. They wintered and entertained at Whitehall until 1913 and helped establish the season in Palm Beach. In 1917, the house went to Mary Lily's niece, and it was a private club until it was sold to investors who turned it into a hotel in the 20s. They built a tower, but that's no longer there. Somewhat astoundingly, the house was rescued from demolition in 1959. Flagler's granddaughter bought the property through a nonprofit and turned it into the Henry Morrison Flagler Museum. It's been open to the public for the past 65 years, and it's now restored to its Gilded Age glamour. Some of my favorite details are the colorful themed bedrooms, the massive primary bathroom, and the tropical courtyard, plus smaller details like the hidden servants' stairway, the thermostats, and a little tray for calling cards in the drawing room. I recently visited with Campbell, who's the chief curator, who gave me a special look at the museum. There's literally more than meets the eye. Campbell told me that the museum is holding on to a number of pieces from the house's history as both a private residence and a hotel. This means that there are treasures that aren't on display. These are stored on the third floor, which used to be where visiting staff stayed. The collection includes a number of items that were found on the property over the years. This includes furniture and old clothing, paintings, and servingware. They also saved architectural salvage, such as old screen doors and doorknobs and hinges. Archives like this are so special because even though Palm Beach has so much history, it also has a lot of new development and renovation, so pieces and details like this often become lost. The museum doesn't currently offer tours of the archives, but the good news is that it's beginning to show some of the pieces that have previously been hidden. Campbell walked me through a new exhibit that displays a number of items that were hiding in storage. It's part of an exhibition on department stores, which actually started during the same time that the house was built. This includes a Chinese silk robe, Mary Lily's replica ruby engagement ring, and an Egyptian revival purse. Campbell said that the future exhibits and programs at the museum will reference the Gilded Age, which was from the late 1800s to the early 1900s. This was the starting point for many modern-day innovations, like breakfast cereal, bicycles, and the 9-to-5 workday, and the department store. Conveniently, this period in the US is also having a major moment in pop culture, thanks to the HBO show of the same name, The Gilded Age. In the exhibit, the centerpiece is a window display created by famous Barney's creative director Simon Doonan, who is a Palm Beach resident. He worked with Campbell and the museum to style the windows using its archives. My favorite elements are the dapper coat worn by guest and writer George Sand, who was provocative at the time for her masculine dress. I also love this headdress and this rare picture of Greta Garbo leaving the hotel. Campbell explained that those eyes, which are Garbos, are meant to draw you into the window. And I mentioned Walt Disney earlier. He was considering the area for a Disney theme park, which obviously didn't manifest. There are many fun elements of Simon's window display. And one of my favorites is this hidden disco ball, which is apparently a window dressing trick to add sparkle and movement. I think I'm gonna have to borrow that technique. Also, if you look closely, this specially created wallpaper references the F that is also seen at the top of the mantle in the dining room. Campbell brought me down to the dining room, which I had seen a number of times. This time, it looked a little different. That's because the museum recently restored the wood, which turned out to be a rare species of West Indian satinwood. It used to be a lot darker, but apparently that is not how it was originally designed. Dark stain was added in the 1920s, but you can now see the chatoyance of the wood in more detail. During the restoration, they also discovered that the coffered ceiling used to be green. This project won an award from the Florida Trust for Historic Preservation. There are so many other fun surprises, plus a number of talks planned for the season that highlight department stores and icons from the Gilded Age. Campbell said that under new executive director and CEO Amanda Skyer, the museum is planning special exhibits in specific rooms, like the music room, which is a first. And the costume designer from the Gilded Age show will be also stopping by for a visit. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that a future episode of the show will be filmed at Whitehall. It's obviously ready for its close-up. Before I left, Campbell gave me a sneak peek at the tree lit up in this room, which is the drawing room. You'll have to check out the holiday decor if you can. This is the first year that the museum has worked with a professional designer whose expertise is specifically in holiday decorations. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Megan, the new girl in town, and I'm taking a closer look at some of Palm Beach's classics. Let me know what you want to see next.
Privet Palm Beach Presents is a production of Privet Studios and is available on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify platforms. You could reach out to us on Instagram at Privet Palm Beach and at theprivet.com. Thanks to the Privet Studios team, including Summers Laffey, Will Cannon, our friends at Mass Inbound, and music by Kevin MacLeod.